They're telling you, oh, don't bother going in, it's closed. And I'm like, how could a whole airport be closed?
The reason for the closure was, again, what I heard is because of drones from Mexican drug cartels that posed a threat to the air traffic in the area.
Yeah, that right there was the governor responding to a question I asked him at a Houston appearance that he made earlier today. And as you can see, there's been a lot of confusions after the airspace over El Paso was suddenly closed overnight. The reason, the government was testing technology that could take down drones.
So here's the thing, though. That exercise wasn't planned with the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, which quickly then closed the airspace out of caution. I know what you're thinking. There's a lot going on here. So KPRC 2 News reporter Gage Golding is explaining what happened.
We woke up to this headline Wednesday morning. FAA to close airspace in El Paso for 10 days. Whoa, what happened here? Let's start with this. The FAA has the power to close airspace. Most commonly, they do that for severe weather. But this time, the FAA closed a roughly 10-mile radius around El Paso for a special security reason. The closure, scheduled to last 10 days, no planes could fly below 18,000 feet. And get this, the closure started around 12:30 in the morning Central Time, but the FAA filed the closure 3 hours earlier. This confused air traffic controllers, even pilots.
Just be advised, I guess there's a TFR going into effect. Just pass it on to the Southwest and everybody else. At 0630 for the next 10 days, we're stopped, all ground stop.
Okay, ground stop 0630 for how long?
10 days.
So the airport's totally closed?
Apparently, we just got informed about 30 minutes to an hour ago.
More than a dozen flights were canceled on Wednesday morning, and even state leaders weren't really sure what's happening. Senator Ted Cruz hoping for answers in the coming days. But the only thing we have right now is a whole lot of confusion. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said the FAA and Department of War reacted to a cartel drone coming into U.S. airspace. They neutralized the threat. But sources told NBC that the U.S. military was actually testing equipment, new technology that could take down drones. Other sources telling the Associated Press that technology was high-powered lasers, like ones mounted to trucks like these. Lawmakers in Washington say there was confusion amongst the acronyms. The Department of War reportedly didn't tell the FAA that they were testing this equipment. There's even reports of a disagreement between the two. It's a classic case of bureaucratic befuddlement.
It's a jurisdictional issue.
It's not as easy as picking up a phone and saying, hey, we're going to zap this drone out of the sky. You mind closing down the airspace? It's a lot more layers to that, if you will.
There's a lot of layers. It's a big, giant onion, so we're still battling through that bureaucracy.
Airspace in El Paso did reopen early Wednesday morning after roughly 8 hours of closure. Now, I'll leave you with this. The Pentagon and the FAA, they already had a meeting date on their calendar for later this month to talk about the very thing that caused this closure, those high-powered lasers. I'm Gage Golding, KPRC 2 News.